here with Joe Rotella, and if you've ever wanted to learn how to make mosaic, Joe, you're making it really easy for us.
It is. You know, the first time you make mosaic can be a little bit intimidating, so I'd say start with a kit because it's going to have everything you need.
And that's nice because you don't have to go out and buy a million supplies. I feel that way about things.
And
see
then if you like it. Yeah. So I've got an MDF base here in the shape of a little butterfly.
And that's MDF is like a building material. It's just a really thick board that's non-porous.
Medium density fiber board.
There you go, the fancy name for it.
And we've got all these beautiful little stones.
I can see we've got like glittery glass and stuff that, I'm probably using the wrong terms, but is this like dichroic or something fancy?
Technically, I think we say sparkly.
Sparkly, there you go. I can do sparkly.
And now we just lay them out. So help me lay them out. It's like a puzzle. And as we're laying them out...
I guess it doesn't have to be symmetrical. I'm trying to copy what you're doing.
Leave enough space between so there's a place for the grout. I mean, you could go close, but I think a mosaic looks best when you can actually see the grout in between. So we're going to arrange all these pieces and play with it. Take your time. When you're done, just adhere them with a simple white glue. Just put a little bit of glue on the back. You don't need a ton. It doesn't need to squish out. And then once it's on there, just adhere it. And if it squishes, it's okay. No one's going to see it. But then this whole thing has to dry about 15 minutes. I've got one here. I started, and you can see these things are absolutely...
they're on there.
They're not moving.
They're definitely glued.
And then if you don't have time, take a break. Leave it. It can sit forever, right? So we've got that piece done. Now I've got one totally done. And we're ready to work with grout.
And that is why I'm wearing the gloves.
And grout comes in different colors. This one's white. Anytime you're going to work with grout, you want to use your gloves. So let me give you that.
Okay, so you said to me that this is a little bit like making royal icing or something like that, which is you don't want to use all the powder out of the bag. You want to put sort of most of it, but reserve some in case you need to change basically the density of the consistency. Is that right?
So you're just going to add a little water. They say a teaspoon at a time. I do a little squirt. And what you're trying to do is get the consistency of like a thick fudge. It can't be crumbly because then you're not going to be able to work with it, but it can't be liquid.
It's really tempting to add a lot of water, but I know from baking at least that you need to just relax for a minute and make sure that everything is really going okay. What do you think? Add some more water? Definitely. Let's throw some more water in there. That was more than a teaspoon, I'm not gonna lie.
These squeeze bottles in my studio for all sorts of things.
Oh my God, they're so great for paint, and I've also been known to upcycle all kinds of bottles that you get condiments in, ketchup, mustard, salad dressing, etc. Because as long as you clean them out well, you can use them for all kinds of things.
And you can see we're still crumbly. I'd add more water.
We're still crumbly, okay.
And then for the water, if your water has a high mineral or salt content, use a bottle of distilled water.
Oh, that makes sense too. What do you think?
Oh, you're getting close, but see, it's still like kind of crumbly.
More water.
It would be a great crust, though, if you were making a pie.
Let's make pie next time.
But we don't want we want fudge. We don't want dough. We want fudge. A little, just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
And you know, if you add too much,
we can always add some more in. What do you think? Getting there? Getting there?
Oh, I think you're getting there.
I feel like I'm playing in the sandbox.
Maybe just...
That's what this feels like to me.
Just a little more, because it's not holding together. A skosh?
There we go. A skosh is...
How does that relate to a teaspoon?
It's an official... It's like a pinch of something.
So I think once you get all that incorporated...
What do you think?
Yeah.
Good consistency?
Yeah, because it's holding together, but it's not liquid. You can see it sticking to the sides.
I feel like I've been a very good studio assistant today, so...
Well, you get to help with this is the play part. This is dive in and push it into all those little cracks and crevices.
So this is why we needed it to dry, because at this point, if it wasn't dry, it would basically move those pieces.
The glue on the pieces. Yeah. And why you don't want this so liquidy that it just kind of runs off.
Runs off the edges. Oh my gosh, yours looks so neat. Mine looks like a...
Well, you're doing great because, see, I've got it real thick here, but once I'm sure I'm really in all the cracks, I'm going to kind of take a top layer off. See that?
Yes.
Don't worry about getting the tile beautifully clean. We're going to handle that next.
Okay. So once we have all of this pushed in here, and obviously we didn't make quite enough to cover the entire butterfly.
So just make a little more if we needed it. But now that's going to sit for about 15 minutes. And I have one that's in that step right now. So you can see that's just like what we had there. And I've got a bucket with a sponge, and all we do is wring it out, and we should be able to wipe and get down to nice, clean stones.
So you let it set for 15 minutes. It's not completely dry, but it's mostly set so that that sponge isn't really like taking off
Everything.
everything. It's just
And-
cleaning off the tops of the tiles.
Yep. And we're gonna just keep doing this till we have a nice, look at the sparkle.
I can see that, and obviously the reason you have a bucket is because you need to rinse fairly frequently, because when the sponge gets dirty, then it's you're not doing anything.
Now let this dry overnight, and then you can wipe and buff the tiles again. But you can see there's hardly any extra work to do
So wait a second,
tomorrow.
even after it's like hard dry, you can still go back with just a wet sponge, or do you need some other kind of tool?
That's if it's like this, like a little dusty layer.
Okay.
That'll come off with wet.
And you can see that when the grout dries, it really looks so cool. I love the dragonfly. Oh my gosh, I think the gecko, though, is my favorite.
And when you're done, you want to hang it up, you could put a little hook on the back.
This would be a great decoration for your patio or for your backyard or anything like that. I think it's really beautiful.
And a great kids project, too.
Yeah, great
Adults
kids
and
project.
kids. Let the adults use the whole
It's a
kit.
whole family.
Or the kids use the kit, the adults play.
That's perfect. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.